What about the healing? What up, doe? With my peeps. Nope, 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 no. We are honoring the sign of Libra. So, what up, doe? With my peeps. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yes. What up, though? So, with that, I'm going to get into it. But my day ones, my day twos, my new news. What's up with you? Because what? I love you. Yes, I do. All of you. All right. So, with that being said, let's get into it. This is a heavy, heavy read. And I don't want to do it. But I got to get into it because it's for somebody. All right. So, collective. I am talking to either you, Libra, or I'm talking about somebody you know that's around you, Libra, or I'm talking about something that happened to you in the past or something that you did to someone in the past. Fit it in where it get in. But I'm talking to the collective that has been dealing with a warlock, a witch. This energy been coming out a lot lately. But specifically, since we're talking to Libra, it's must very if it's coming out in your energy. So you must be really dealing with one, was dealing with one, is dealing with one, around one, or it could be you, or it could be you in past energy. However, this magician, this warlock, this witch, this negative person, place, or thing is dark. This is dark energy. It's a energy manipulator. Someone who manipulates other people's energy. Someone who take, steal, rob, cheat, trick people out of their energy, deplete people of their energy. But it's all being done through energy manipulation. Through this outlet. Okay? So you have a magician that's utilizing this to manipulate someone. They're taking, trying to rob, steal, and take. Your energy, someone's energy. They're using divination. They're using this outlet to look into your life, look into what's going on with you, look into what's coming to you, just so they can have the advantage over you, your life, your livelihood, so they can control and manipulate and use you, use what you have, what is for you to take, rob, and steal what's yours. Because who I'm talking to again, and you have to fit it in, because this is not a collective read where I'm just talking to one person. This is Libra, for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you will have to fit in. Where do you fit in this component? You know, because it's also someone here. The person here that is being robbed. The person here that is being stolen from. The person here that's being tricked and manipulated. Or this could be past energy. This already happened. Right? And we specifically talking about a person who is doing these things, not only to you, but to others. Right? I don't know right now where this is headed. But whoever you are that's being stolen, energy is being stolen from, you are very high ranking, high authority. You are loved in the spiritual realm. They know your name. That you have done great things in previous lives and timelines. You've learned a lot. You are a celebrity. You are a celebrity in the spirit realm. You are loved. You are adored. You are famous in the spiritual realm. And you're only here to help humanity. To help, help humanity, to teach, to learn, to stand in the gap, to raise the vibration of humanity. But this magician, this warlock, this person, this group, notice, because they dug into your background. They dug into who you are, because they've tried so much. They tried you so much, and they couldn't. You're one of the ones they couldn't beat. You're the ones they couldn't take and deplete all the way. They could not do to you what they've done to other people. They couldn't snuff you out. They could not place you in predicaments and place you in they just couldn't do what they did. They couldn't do to you what they wanted to. And because they couldn't do what they do to you, to what they wanted to, it was a big red flag when it came to you. You have ruffled a lot of feathers. You have bruised a lot of egos. Because when it came to you, people just could not do what they wanted to do. People lost when it came to you. A lot of things backfired when it came to you. You don't know nothing about none of this stuff. Because God didn't allow you to know the ins and outs. You know of it, but you don't know the details. You don't know all into what these people did, doing, or is trying to do to you. God kept you out of it. And so even though sometimes you feel the effects and you know that somebody doing something or somebody has done something, you don't know the details, right? God kept you out of that because God wants you to stay in good standing. God wants you to stay in good status, to continue to handle your business, to continue to grow, continue to do your mission. That's more important than worrying about people, places, and things that don't really mean anything. You know, they what they talking about don't mean anything. It's a karmic connection, karmic people, people that proclaim they loved you, people who proclaim they cared about you. Karmic connections, low vibration. How low can you go? Willing to go as low as they can, willing to go as low as they got to go to hurt you, to harm you. But what have you done to them? See, what have you done so bad that you're warranted to keep being bothered up with this foolishness? See, because if the shoe was on the other foot and you was targeting them and running them down for the things that they doing to, you know, for them to just exist and just be. You're just existing and being and doing what you're supposed to do. But because you won't allow them and you have placed a stop and you will not allow them to continue to take and rob and steal and cheat. Take what's yours, what belongs to you. And because you won't allow it, it's a problem. It's an issue. How stupid and dumb and crazy do that sound? You mad with me or you mad with the collective because the collective won't allow you to make a fool out of them. Because the collective won't allow you to rob, take, deplete them of their energy to the point where they will be stuck, unable to move, unable to continue to walk, to grow, to mature, to experience life for themselves. I've said this before and it's here again, and I still don't get it. We all have a life that we're supposed to live. We all are here trying to live and trying to exist and trying to do what we came down here to do. You either gonna stay karmic or you're gonna come out of that karmic energy and you're gonna mature and heal and grow and transform. Learn the lesson. Once you are able to learn the lesson, then you can teach somebody. You can show somebody the way. But if you still karmic, you can't teach nobody nothing. You ain't learned nothing. You still going around and around and around in a circle. In a cycle, a vicious cycle of low vibration, playing games, trying to one up, trying to win, trying to scam. but refusing to learn your own lessons, refusing to mature, grow up, learn, see, do, heal, transform. Come out of that old, outdated thinking, old, outdated issues, circumstances, hardships, and struggles. Go beyond that. Move on. Let past people go. Let past issues go. Learn from your childhood issues. Learn the lesson that you can never, ever get. You can't never ever change your mama. You can't change your father. You can't change what happened. You can't change what nobody did. But what you can do is let that go. Because it's not going to change the dynamic of your childhood. It's not going to change nothing. But you can let it go. You can heal that. You can leave that in the past. It happened. That happened to me. And I feel some type of way about it, but I'm going to have to let that go. Because I'm no longer 5. I'm no longer 6 years old. I'm 45 years old. I'm 50 years old. And it's time for me to live the rest and the remaining of my life without all of this, without carrying all of this on my back. Because as I keep carrying all of these issues, all of this stuff that started when I was way back when I was 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, on to my 20s. I just keep carrying all these things that people have done to me. Stole my innocence, neglected me, used me, abused me, hurt me, traumatized me. And it was nothing that I can do because I was a child. They were the adult. But now you are an adult and you're doing the same things to other people, places, and things. You're doing the same, you're carrying the same cycle. The things that was done to you, you're doing it to your children. The things that were done to you, you're doing it to women. You're doing it to men. The things that was done to you, you're doing it to teenagers. A reoccurring cycle because you're not healed, so you find comfort. What is this about? Signs and anxiety. Stress, restless attacks. They're being attacked. The very energy they sent. Disturbances, okay. I said a whole reading and had this and had this on pause. I had said a whole reading. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't know where I started at yet, but anxiety. Anxiety, whoever this person is, anxiety, signs and disturbances. They're being haunted by the things that they conjured up for somebody else. Something that they called for somebody else. They're it's all coming backlash. It's all coming back to them because this person, this soul, is of high stature and celebrity status in the spiritual realm, upper realm and lower realm. I had said that 9 times out of 10, the very things that's being done, called upon for this person, the very spirits that they're calling on knows this person already. Has already dealt with this person, has already fought with this person and did not win. So this is a soul to soul thing. It's not looking at this person when whatever it is comes to this person and see the person. That ain't it. When they search the soul and they realize who the soul is, this is an old soul. An old soul, an old ancient soul that has a lot of experience in the upper and in the lower realms and have won so many battles, gained a lot of experience. And so when God says don't touch, it's for a reason. Because when you touch, when you go beyond, when you conjure, when you target, you're targeting ancient soul that have won many battles. That means that you overstep your bounds and you overstep things. That means you're going to conjure up. The retaliation is to conjure up another ancient soul. And you don't want that. Because you conjure up another ancient soul, then what? Now you haunted. You haunted by an ancient soul that you don't really want to deal with. They sleep for a reason. These ancient souls are asleep. God wants them sleep for a reason. God don't want them to be woke up. It probably took everything to get them to get them to sleep and get them to the point that they are not woke. And when you wake them up, it's something that you ain't never experienced. It's something that you ain't never experienced. It's something that the darkest of souls don't want to acknowledge, don't want to go through, don't want to be bothered with. And you woke it up? Because your soul, because your ego is bruised and you want to be number one? You want to prove something? But that is why God warned. Because God knew what this spirit is and what it's connected to. Not only is it loved and adored. It's respected. So whatever it is that you and I'm saying you again, but this could be somebody you know. This could be Libra, you in the past, and you had turned your life around, and it's just confirmation. I'm just telling telling your story. This could be Libra, somebody that you know that you're supposed to tell this to. This could be anything. This could be Libra, you something that's gonna be happening in the future that you gonna have to handle. This could be anything. But whatever it is, somebody going through the ringer right now. I did a whole read. I can't go over all the stuff I said, but it was deep. Somebody is going through a lot of hardships right now. They're being haunted. They're being targeted. They're seeing things they can't even talk to nobody about. Because it is spiritual things. It's things that you can't tell nobody about because it don't make sense. This person, whoever it is, they depressed. They're stressed out. They having panic attacks. They can't sleep. All because they didn't leave this person alone. This soul is a high status soul. Generation, timeline, battle after battle, won battle after battle, respected, honorable soul. An ancient soul, a high-ranking soul. But you want to prove that you're better than this person. You want to prove that you are the number one, that you're the MVP. Go ahead and be it. This soul don't care nothing about that. That's you. Then I also said that you made deals. Whoever this person is made deals and they don't have control over their own free will. You want to set up deals and contracts to work with dark souls. So you can try to defeat this soul. But the dark souls knew that this soul could not be defeated because this soul is ancient. It outranks many of the souls that you're conjuring up, or whoever this is conjuring up. They already know the deal. They tricking whoever this is. They tricking them to make them feel like. But God tried to tell this person to leave, not this one. Leave this one alone. Don't do this, because God knew what was attached to this soul. God knew that if you keep messing with this soul, you're going to wake up something. You're going to conjure up something that you're just not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to get rid of it. You're not going to be able to live. Your life will never be the same again once you wake this up. All because of this. Trying to make this soul this. And that's just not going to happen. Now this person is being haunted, being targeted in their own home, everywhere they go. They can't get no peace. They can't get no peace because they conjured up or they did a contract to allow dark souls within to have access to them. And now they free will. They know that this person is not to be played with, but they don't have no choice. I said all of this. So if I'm saying it again, I don't I'm not sure. So, with that being said, it was not the whole reading, but hey, it is what it is. And so, whomever this is for, the best thing that you can do is to leave this person alone. And I know you can't. But that's the best thing you can do, is leave it alone, because regardless, if you do something to this person, it's going to backlash to you anyway. So if you just leave them alone and be tormented between you and that, whatever you got going on, whatever's hunting you, and you just deal with that, whatever is hunting you with that, and leave this person alone, then you won't keep conjuring. You won't keep having things come back to you. That's one way. Number two, you need to get your life in order. Get yourself together. The only way, and I know whoever this dark soul is, they don't believe in God. They don't believe in God, and whatever's attached to this dark soul ain't gonna allow. But I would do it anyway. I wouldn't let a day go by. I would pray. I will fast, and I will go against myself, go against whatever it is that I need to go against to correct and to get my life back on track. You ain't the first, and you ain't gonna be the last to be in the position that you in. And I know for a fact, again, it has been people that has done it. So it's a way. You just have to find it. That means you got to go against your own self, your own thoughts, your own will. Because now your will is attached to something and is not allowing you to be free. But God gave us free will. And so it is your right to take your will back and to be able to turn your life around and get yourself together, if that's what you want to do. So with that, I'm going to leave that right there. And I might not even post this one either. But anyway, so if this resonated, if you got anything out of it, put in the comments, this resonated. That's all you have to just say, it resonated. I don't have to know nothing. Just it resonated. And leave it at that. Like, share, subscribe, hype it up. I'm sending love. I'm sending you healing. And Trinity is